the current favourite, 4-1. And Knockelly Castle, 7-1. Weather the Storm is the same price, 7-1. Yabis, that opened at 8 and went out to 10-1 with Opidan and Jasper. Shannon Spray and Canute Express, beg your pardon, Canute Express and Shannon Spray, 12-1. My Dominion and Honeygrove Banker, 16-1, 20-1, bar 9.
So you see that the first three in the betting are all Irish trained horses there, but I know the strength of the Irish here. Most of the fans think that there won't be an English horse in the first four in this race. It really is a strong contest, and you can pick out, well, going through the form last night, I got to 20 I thought would win and then gave up. But there's 43, that's Francis Lee's horse, Imperial Bid, on the right of the picture going away in the light colours. Steve Holland rides this one. Well, he won really nicely on his hurdles debut at Haydock, was beaten afterwards, slightly disappointing, but I think he'd been held up in between. Decent flat horse, and he'll be going back to Clive Britton for the summer campaign. 43, Imperial Bid, Steve Holland. 40 just went through there. That was Brown's return. There's 42, and this is Shannon Spray, one of the very fancied Irish ones. It's a filly, and her only defeat came at the hands of Deep Idol. That was at Thurles. And Tough Mare, she gets £5, her sex allowance over here, and that certainly should put her in with a chance. I know that there's a lot of confidence behind her, as indeed there is behind a great many of these Irish horses. Tommy Carmody has the leg up, and Austin Leahy trains her. You may remember him riding over here in England, must be 12-15 years ago now. So a whole host of horses there. Case Al Side from the ruling family of Oman has got two runners in this. Yabis, one of the better of our fancy ones in the all red colours, but what a fantastic place this is for racing. It's the championships. It's like Wembley or Wimbledon, the Cheltenham Festival, and people have been helicoptering like mad all day, and although you can't see the crowd from that shot, there are a lot of people here. Well, number 3 is Aswan. He spread a plate early on. He's in the light jacket and the stars. John Frankham's first runner here as a trainer at the festival meeting, where he was so successful as a rider. Richard Dunwoody has the leg up on this one. Richard's had 36 winners, and Aswan has got some good form. Certainly could be thereabouts, but he was turned over by the 50-1 shot Sheen Ladd at Doncaster in January. Well, there are a lot of good horses behind him. Let's see how they bet.
And Deep Idol stays favourite, 4-1. Weather the Storm, 7-1, but Knockelly Castle has drifted faintly to 15-2. Jasper is 9-1, that's coming in. Opidan also 9-1, and so is Yabis. They've all dropped a point. Shannon Spray and Canute Express, 14-1. My Dominion and Honeygrove Banker, 16s, 20-1 bar.
So Deep Idol, the clear favourite, and that certainly looks like him coming towards us. Number 13, and I know that not too many punters are superstitious. If they're good enough, they'll win. The Deep Idol won really well at Thurles from Shannon Spray, the filly we saw just now. Knockelly Castle was third, and only defeat was in the last 3 starts was by Bobsline's brother, his full brother, Barrow Line, and that was no disgrace, because that's a very useful one indeed. Paddy Osborne trains this one, and Boots Madden has the leg up. Again, Boots, no stranger to winners here at the festival. 35 there is Weather the Storm, another of the Irish horses, and this one has twice finished in front of Canute Express, and he's yet another Irish fancy. He goes on any sort of ground, and incidentally the people who walked the course this morning thought that it's going to ride good, but the clerk of the course assures me that half-ton horse will make a lot of difference, and it's going to be dead old ground. So there we have Weather the Storm. He's trained by Arthur Moore. Again, no stranger to successes here in Tom Taff in the plate. This Waterford Crystal Supreme Novice Hurdle has traditionally gone to the Irish, although you remember last year we pegged them back with Harry Hastings, trained in Scotland by John Wilson. That's Knockelly Castle, big reputation in Ireland for this one, though beaten a length by Deep Idol, Shannon Spray at Thurles, and certainly improved at Leopardstown, and expected to go very close here. Knockelly Castle, I know the connections will be having a little bit of a crack at him in the ring, but a lot of money can be put on horses here at Cheltenham at this meeting and not really alter the price. Superb crowd there, right down on the lawns. And remember, this isn't the grandstands at all. These are the people that are down there. They'll only probably see the head in front of them, but at least they're here. They'll savour the atmosphere. Let's see how they bet.
4-1 the favourite, Deep Idol. Weather the Storm still on sevens, that's second favourite. Knockkelly Castle 15-2. Yabis has come in another point to 8-1. Jasper is nines. Opidan is 10-1. Shannon Spray and Canute Express 14-1. My Dominion is 16, so is Honeygrove Banker, and Jasper has just shaved a point off, has gone to 8-1. Jasper 8-1. 20-1 bar.
So the best of ours is Yabis, and then Jasper is next in the betting, but the stands absolutely packed cramful. There's no room to get a mouse up there. And now onto the newer, bigger stands, of course, the private boxes on the top level, and huge crowd here down on the lawns. But let's go to Peter.
And so another page being written in Cheltenham history this afternoon, as the first live race is broadcast to the betting shops throughout England, and they're coming to the first now, and as they do so, My Dominion and Jasper landed in the lead from Fandango Light over on the far side, in between horses, and right up with them is My Dominion, and it's Fandango Light taking him along. Fandango Light on the far side, Jasper running only his second race over hurdles on the near side. And between horses now, Shannon Spray for Ireland. Just in behind them comes Opidan, and then Dan the Miller, and Jasper going to jump this clear. Jasper lands in the lead from Shannon Spray and Fandango Light in the Clown, and then Opidan, and then River Kiriog, and behind him is Dan the Miller. Then comes My Dominion. And as they race up round the top turn here, it's Jasper in the lead from Fandango Light on the inside of Shannon Spray, and then the Clown, then River Kiriog. Behind him is Opidan and Dan the Miller. Then comes Yank Brown. My Dominion on the inside. Towards the outside is Weather the Storm. The back marker at the moment of the 29 runners is Knockkelly Castle. And as they run downhill, Fandango Light on the inside, Jasper over on the far side. Between horses, Shannon Spray. Then in fourth comes the Clown with River Kiriog, and just in behind them comes Opidan. Then Metman. Behind Metman is My Dominion. Dan the Miller on the outside. Danish Flight rather, just in behind them. Then comes Yabis making ground. Then Mrs. Muck not far behind the leaders. Coming to the fourth, Jasper in the lead from Shannon Spray on the far side. On the near side, very close, Fandango Light. Then comes River Kiriog, who's going to jump at fourth, just ahead of the Clown. Then comes Metman. Behind Metman is Opidan, who's making progress. Danish Flight is losing ground. Knockkelly Castle and Deep Idol are both making ground, but Knockkelly's got quite a bit to do. Brown's Return is one of the back markers now with Seatel. Jasper still making it over the fifth. Jasper lands over the fifth from Shannon Spray. Then comes River Kiriog moving smoothly in third. Then on the inside, Deep Idol with the Clown, and then Metman, and just in behind them, Danish Flight making ground again. Then comes Weather the Storm, racing downhill now towards the third last flight in this Waterford Crystal Supreme Novices hurdle. And it's still Jasper, who's made all the running just about so far from Shannon Spray. Then comes River Kiriog. Deep Idol is making ground. Deercrest is making ground over on the far side. The Clown holding his position on the near side. Jasper at the third last lands in the lead from the Clown on the inside and River Kiriog. Deep Idol's making progress, and so is Knockkelly Castle with a sheepskin noseband, only fourth now, just in behind the leaders and cruising at the moment. Coming down to the second last flight, the Clown and River Kiriog have taken over from Knockkelly Castle, who goes third. It's the Clown now on the inside, River Kiriog with the advantage though, and Knockkelly Castle still finishing well. He's the one in the sheepskin noseband chasing River Kiriog as they come down to the final flight. River Kiriog with the advantage from Knockkelly Castle and the Clown. River Kiriog lands in the lead. Knockkelly Castle and the Clown jump in next. Deep Idol is next. It's River Kiriog from the Clown, Knockkelly Castle, Canute Express and Deep Idol as they race up towards the line, and River Kirriog has the Waterford Crystal Supreme well sewn up. It's number 1 for England at the line. River Kirriog, the very easy winner. Deep Idol gets up to be second ahead of the Clown third. Fourth was Canute Express and 5 was Knockkelly Castle. Behind them Mighty Minion and Yabbis, and then Weather the Storm, and behind them Infinity Rules and Yank Brown. And looking right back to the tail enders, the last to finish, in fact, Seatel. And so the result of the opener at the 1986 National Hunt Festival. First, number 28, River Kirriog, owned by Mr. Bobby McAlpine, trained by Nicky Henderson, written by Steve Smith-Eccles. Second was number 13, Deep Idol, owned by Mr. Herbert M. Stanley, trained by Paddy Osborne in Ireland and written by Boots Madden. And third was number 34, The Clown, owned by Mr. Geoffrey C. Greenwood, trained by Mick Norton and written by Roget Strong. And it's a photograph for fourth place between Canute Express and Knockkelly Castle. But this is the winner, River Kirriog.
And it was pretty evident at the top of the hill that this horse here, leading now River Kirriog, was absolutely cantering, but there were quite a few behind him. Steve Smith-Eccles, on his 49th winner of the season, has left them for absolute drunks behind him. They've got no answer whatsoever. And this horse, who'd finished so well at Ascot last time out when Reva Rose got up to win, Reva Rose incidentally couldn't meet this engagement through sore shins, has certainly trained on, and I doubt whether we'll see an easier winner all week. It's in the colours of Bobby McAlpine, and he's by Brockstead, who stood at Bobby's Emerald Stud up in Cheshire, and certainly he'll be a very proud man to see this one come home. He's got a lot of interest on the flat, but his heart is also very much into jumping.